Ultimate Steve here, and welcome back to Even Back. Probably episode 15, maybe episode 16 if I put the refueling bits into its own video. I did a whole bunch of boring launching and refueling stuff without full voiceover. I think I'm going to edit that into a music video. I might not. Anyway, so how are we doing on fuel on the mothership? Honestly, I might just leave it at that and then transfer in the fuel later. No, I'll do it now. Should disable fuel. Can I disable crossfeed on this thing? You know what? I'm just going to deal with this whole situation later. So, we need to launch a new batch of fireworks to Eve Tower. That is the big thing, because they kind of got exploded off on Ascent. I don't remember how they did that, but they did that somehow. You know, like fireworks tend to do. They are designed to explode, so it's not exactly that surprising. What was I doing? I forgot what I was doing. Right.
What?
I remember what I was doing.
Making a video?
Yes. I forgot what I was playing in Kerbal. Yes. Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought you just
Shut up!
started recording and then just
No,
forgot.
I was gonna make a mission to launch new fireworks to the skyscraper I'm launching to another planet. Like one usually does.
Yeah. No, that's just something I do every Tuesday.
Every single Tuesday. So I don't know exactly how I'm going to accomplish this, but I made a really cool small SSTO in a different save, and I think I can modify that to have fireworks on board for this very cool situation thing. And while I'm there, I'm going to pick up, I think, Jebediah. So I'm going to launch an engineer inside the plane, and then with one person on, then I'm going to pick up Jebediah from the tower to take him to the mothership. Assuming he's going to Eve. I'm not entirely sure if he's going to Eve yet. Starshot 32. Okay, you can just easily stack them like that. Now, there might not be enough Delta V now, but oh, okay. Maybe these don't fit. Oh, no, it's just that I stacked them up like that. There's staircase. If I do angle snap, offset snap would probably be a better term now. I can get them in there just fine. And so the problem with this SSTO in practice was it had too much liquid fuel and not enough oxidizer. And since I've added more, I think I may just add another fuel tank in here. And then maybe drain some of the liquid fuel. Yeah, that sounds about right. Adding a solar panel would probably also be a good idea. Although this thing's thing is basically low drag, so that might be defeating some of the purpose, but it'll be fine. I'm going to check my centers. My centers are definitely not good. I don't even know if I have enough lift anymore, because this thing's thing was like minimal lift, and then I'm just adding so much more stuff to it that I don't think it. Alright, we're going to want our good, trusted person, Bill Kerman, flying this. He's going to be the person who gets the, whatchamacallit, over. Alright, I need to empty some of the liquid fuel. I'm not going to empty much, just like 80 less will be a lot. I should have emptied them all on repellent too, but I'm not going to go back now. Alright, so now I gotta wait until it's day, and the tower is going overhead. Eve Tower set as target. There's a lot of stuff in low orbit now. Eve Tower, that is a reasonable distance to start going to space at. And I've had the game open for a while, so the scene transitions are going to take a while, like they do tend to do. Because I think that's a memory leak problem. I'm not 100% sure on that, though. Alright, Bill Kerman, are you scared? This is the last... this is the last time you're going to touch the ground for years, assuming you come back to Kerbin at all. Assuming the airplane gets off the ground. Bill, pull up. Bill, please pull up. Okay, authority limiter. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Okay, good job, Bill, you pulled up. Logan. To be fair, I wouldn't exactly be confident if my ride to orbit was something called Weird SSTO-1. So the idea here is we get up mostly horizontal to 1400 meters per second, but we are going substantially slower than I was last time. I mean, again, probably because it's much heavier. It's like barely even the same aircraft at all. I'm not even getting supersonic, so I will need to spend more time. I don't think I should have taken that liquid fuel out, because we only have 400 and we've already burned. Well, we had less than 400 because I took some out, but the original design had 400. We had like 200 left in orbit, and I've already burned through over 200. I don't think we're gonna make it. I think we might have to do a normal mission, like a plebeian rescue mission. And to make things worse, the thing is shot in front of us, so you'll need to do a multi-orbit rendezvous. Like with space planes, rendezvous is so hit or miss. Like you can either like get it right off the bat on orbit, or you can not. I guess. Okay, we only have like 50 liquid fuel left. 15. And yep, we are now going to have excess oxidizer. Congratulations, you played yourself. Okay. I'm going to toggle mode now. Probably a bit early on the draw, but seeing as the fuel situation is fuel, yes, I have quite the way with words. Ah yes, the fuel situation is fuel. We have 474 meters per second remaining, which honestly is, I think we're gonna make it. I mean, can't we use fireworks as propulsion too? Like, if we really, really need to? Like, don't they offer a little bit of reaction? Like, aren't people making Kraken shots with that stuff? We don't have a cow to overclock them, but I think people have, like, done that. So if we need just a little bit tiny extra, I mean, honestly, at that point, I'd probably just get out and push. But maybe we can have a little fun. So we're gonna use, like, wow, we're gonna use, like, 200 to 300 meters per second of this just to get into orbit. And then we need to rendezvous twice. Rendezvous, yes, I can totally pronounce things, I promise. Okay, that would bring us to a basically perfect rendezvous next time around, but our periapt is too low, so we gotta do this over multiple passes. Okay. La 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 la. Target's still gonna be ahead of us on this pass. Target's still gonna be ahead of us on this pass, but just barely, so we gotta get ready to burn, like right after we pass that thing. We're also gonna be like too low, so we might need to expand our orbit a bit, because we don't have two intercept markers. We have 175 meters per second left. That does not inspire confidence. So we might not be deorbiting, we might not be doing that second rendezvous. What's our intercept speed? Well, first of all, our distance is 1.4 kilometers, but it's just, that's manageable. So I have about 100 meters per second budget for the second rendezvous. That's assuming that I can use this fuel efficiently to fly this around close to the thing, to get close enough to put the fireworks on it. Without... yeah, it's gonna be tight. I've done worse. I have indeed gotten myself out of worse situations fuel-wise. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's increased our... Okay. Well, let's just see. How much... Okay. That's 17 meters per second. Relative velocity. But it's gonna take us a little bit more to get close. Actually, no, that's 100 meters. That's reasonably close. So if we can pull this off well, we may not need to do much extra maneuver. Whoa, okay. That is way closer than I thought we were. I'm like, where is it? Where is it? Oh, we're already there. We could have ran into it if we weren't careful, because this thing is... I don't think it's quite 100 meters long. So the fireworks, we mounted those there. However, I'm kind of thinking that it might be possible to just put them in like a safe aerodynamically shielded spot, like on top of the tower. And then later on, when we're on E, if we can use the EVA claw system again to put them like on the tip, ready to launch. Or maybe we just don't put them on the tip at all, because like they're only on the tip for shows. They will work just as well if they're like on the spire angled the right direction. However, they might be too heavy to move on Eve. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how this is going to work out. But let's find out. We have 137 meters per second left, and that's got to get us through this maneuvering, the rendezvous with the mothership, and then deorbit. Well, actually, no. There's no probe core on this, so we can't deorbit it. So I guess we don't have to land this. Which is good news, because this thing, I was not able to land it in the other save when I designed this earlier today. closer. That's not exactly how I wanted this to go. I was gonna do a little bit less engine burning. I think I'll set the thrust limiter on this. Two, 1, 0. My thing just exited out and defocused. Okay. Oh, I hit it. But that's fine. I think all hatches are obstructed. What do you mean? Pfft. So this cargo bay is in the way. That is awful. That's not even my fault. That's just the part designer's fault. Whoever made the cargo bay so that you couldn't get out of the cockpit it was designed to be used for. Okay, construction mode. I can, cannot detach. Oh, I've attached this one first. Okay. And I can stick that. How about 4 clicks? Yeah, that's an acceptable angle. How far away can I attach things? This is probably too far. However, if I can get them all onto here, and then I can EVA closer to move them better. So putting them on all here means I don't have to use any more fuel on the plane to maneuver around, and I can just use my EVA pack fuel. Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. It makes quite a bit of sense. So now, should be able to grab this thing and put it on the edge, take it up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 ticks pointing that way. Now I can take this, stick it here. I'm too far away. Okay, I'll just stick it there for now. And then I can take this off and stick it closer to where it's supposed to go, and then I can get closer, and I can place them there. I never thought, like, if you had told me, like a few years ago that one day I would be doing a mission to install fireworks on an orbital skyscraper in Kerbal. Honestly, 3, 4. It says fire in the hole on it. The fireworks say fire in the hole on them. Okay, yeah, if you had told me I'm doing that, honestly, I was about to, like, say that, like, I would have never believed you, but then I realized that, like, this is Kerbal. This is, like, totally within the realm of what is reasonable to do in Kerbal, but it's still funny when you take a step back and realize that you organize an entire mission that's going to take, like, a reasonable amount of your time just to replace broken fireworks on a skyscraper. Okay. Speaking of the broken firework on the skyscraper, I could move this one a bit better into position. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's better in position. I like that better. Let's do another big quick save, and let's get. That's not the right button. Exit construction mode. And let's get Bill back in here, and let's get Val in here, because Val is not going to be in the tower all the way to Eve. Alright, Val, how you doing? All hatches are obstructed, can't exit. Where are you, Val? Where's Val? Is Val in the... Is Val in one of the things down here? Oh yeah, these are obstructed, 100%. I didn't think Val was in these, though. Did I launch Val sitting upside down into orbit? I'm sorry, Val. There you are. Val, we'll transfer you up here, and this hatch should not be obstructed. Because, like, its entire purpose is to not be obstructed. The bottom ones are not supposed to be obstructed either, but, like, that's just because of the rocket engines. So how tall is this thing? This thing is at least 77 meters. Well, no, at least like 75-ish meters. And that's not even the bottom, that's just a little bit above the bottom, so like not quite 80 meters, but like around 75. I'm confident calling it 75 meters tall. Alright, now we have to find a way to get this to the other thing, and we have 29 units of liquid fuel left. The mothership, that's the ESREP. That's the Eve mothership. We're on the entire other side of the planet, and it's above us? Is it above us? I keep moving the camera over because keep getting in the way of things. So our ascending node, oh, that's not great. That's like 100 meters all by itself. The mothership. We are overall in a lower orbit than it. Okay, what's our moon inclination? 1.1. So we aren't, this thing, like, I just put these into willy-nilly, like, a 2.9 degree difference between two of my big things, that's not acceptable. Like, I put these things into orbit willy-nilly. Okay, so we are in a low orbit, so we should be catching up. And I don't usually, like, maneuver node my rendezvous, because I've gotten reasonably well at it, but, like, the margins are tight enough on this that I would prefer to do a maneuver to make sure that this is optimal. Okay, the target is going to be behind us. Really? Oh, okay, yeah. Of course, because why did we just not target the thing? That's within our Delta V budget. That's like 100 meters per second of maneuvering, more or less, and I can just maneuver face here. Remember when I was like, yeah, I don't need to empty out the monitor balance? That actually would have saved us quite a bit here. That would have bought us a lot of margin. Oh, we overshot our maneuver. Wait, 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So now we should be on a reasonably close approach. Yep, 0.3 kilometers, 78 meters per second relative velocity. Yeah, that's 100% doable. That is 100% doable. Maybe even 110%. So it's, oh, there it is. That's the, I'm stupid. I am very, very, very stupid. That's not the Eve mothership. That's the ESREP. So now, I have 119 meters per second remaining to correct my mistake. Okay, the Eve mothership. Where is it? Eve mothership V1. I don't know how I made that mistake. That is a very, very, very dumb mistake to make. So now, it's a 3 degree node. It's a 3 degree... These orbital places are willy-nilly. Luckily, we are still... That is a really weird orbit with respect to the mothership. We are in a really weird orbit. 130 by 80. What is this orbit? Okay. I need to approach this rationally if I want to survive. So, are we getting closer together or further apart? I don't even know who's going faster in this orbit. It's not really getting much further, so I suppose I should burn prograde here until our periapsis is just about there, and 100 by 104. So I want to raise our periapsis to like about 95. Even closer the better, so let's go 99 kilometers. And then, at the highest node, we would love to correct our inclination, because it's less expensive to do it when you're higher up. I could combine this with the other burns, but I don't even know when my other burns are going to take place at this point. So correcting it now while I'm high up might be the play. It's not the most efficient play, but given that I don't know a lot to make an efficient play right now, it's a reasonable play to make, in my opinion. 2.9, 2.8, 7. Are we going to make it? That's 2 degrees, 50 meters per second. We're not going to make it. Ladies and gentlemen, we do not have enough fuel. Okay. 26 meters per second is not the end of the world. We just need a chance encounter at a reason. We just need to wait for the orbits to phase, get a reasonably close encounter. Wait, no. I detargeted the mothership again. Where's the mothership? Okay. Okay. I don't know who's catching up to who, But we just need to get, we need those things to get close, which might take several days, and then we need to hope that there's a 26 meter per second maneuver we can make that gets us reasonably close, because then we can EVA over. I mean, technically we can already EVA over, but like I prefer to not have that huge hassle like from like EVA orbital rendezvous. So if we can just get this close, we can use our jetpacks the rest of the way, and it'll be completely fine. Or, since this isn't not going back to Kerbin anyway, how about, Bill, why don't you just lighten the plane up a little bit? Then we can get a little bit more delta V. And let's just make a cluster of things we aren't going to use anymore over here. And then just leave that drifting in space forever. Just, it's like those YouTube videos where they rip everything off of the car and see how much it'll take before it doesn't run anymore. Like, how much lighter can you make a car? Or it's like that. Did I just delete a thing? I don't know. Either way, there's a scene in like an old or scenes in all those space movies that you have that they tend to get, where like they're just a little bit of fuel short. Like just barely short of fuel, so they can't get back to Earth. So they have to empty everything off, and like that's exactly the type of scene this is, where we just barely can't reach. Okay, so that's all the obvious mash to get rid of. We can get rid of some of the other fuel tanks, I think, and maybe even the cargo bay, but that is a lot more rejiggering. So we want to get all of our remaining liquid fuel into like the lightest tank we have, which is this thing. So put every scrap of liquid fuel into the FLT 100, which is 4.88. And then we can probably ditch the oxidizer out of this. Assuming I can get an accurate count. That looks like a reasonable amount. So now we're up to 29 meters per second. This is not helping. Okay, Bill? All hatches are obstructed, can't exit. Shut up, no one asked. Okay. So I can take that off. Open the cargo bay. That's going to fling this off into space, so I'll just stick this over here. We're going to bring this fuel tank to the front. This is ridiculous. Do I have enough oomph to move a full Rapier? Okay, it looks like I don't. Isn't it a thing? This might be a Kerbal Engineer thing? Not a Kerbal Engineer, Kerbal Attachment System thing, but I think having more Kerbals in the general vicinity allows you to lift more. Maybe I can have Valentina around here help lift this thing. I don't know if that's how it works though. Nope, I cannot detach it. How do I detach this? Can I offset it? Can I rotate it? And I took the tail cone out of it. I'm 95% sure. So yeah, there shouldn't be anything like attached to it. So you don't have no idea how bad I want to just take the Rapier and stick the cockpit on it. But it's not letting me, because apparently it's too heavy or something. What do you mean astronauts can't just detach an engine in orbit? Okay. Like, obviously in real life they wouldn't be able to. But I don't know. It seems like a thing that would be reasonable in Kerbal Space Program to do. Okay. So, through all of our troubles... Wait, hold on. I have another idea. We can gain a whole load of delta V by just... So you know all that oxidizer I was talking about that we were going to ditch? So if we take all the oxidizer, and since we can't get rid of these fuel tanks, we can jettison the small front fuel tank. And if we put all of the oxidizer in that tank, except for like what little amount we need, then we can get rid of a whole bunch of mass of oxidizer. And it's still probably not going to be enough. Okay, what's the optimal ratio? So 0.818 liquid fuel for every oxidizer. So, which is also known as 1.2222222 off into infinity oxidizer for every liquid fuel. So if we multiply that by our amount of liquid fuel, 4.88, we get 5.96 oxidizer is the optimal amount to keep on board the ship. 5.96, that's really close to 6.00, so I think I'm going to keep that. So Bill, I really want to get rid of that cargo bay too. I don't think I'm able to. You know what, for good measure, let's ditch both of the solar panels too. It's like nothing, but if we're in every kilogram counts mode, can I detach the, okay, fine, I will. And then I can attach these to this to minimize debris, board, and how much delta V? We have 33 meters per second. That's still not very much. Okay, all right. We will make do with what we have, and we will continue with our old plan of just waiting until the orbits line up magically, 100% magical. And it looks like it's going to be fairly close to the descending node, so you don't have to correct that all the way. You just have to push it. So they're still going to be behind us, I think, because they are currently behind us. They're just going to be really close. We need to take, since it's still going to be behind us. Oh wait, no, never mind. Then we just, no, that won't work. Okay. All right, I'm just going to try it. Prograde gets us closer. 26, 25, 23, 22. That's pushing us further away from the node though, which is not good. 5 kilometers away. And if we burn anti-normal right here, that should push the nodes to the point where those get closer. For 3 kilometers, 2 kilometers, 65432, 197, 654. And we have 2 meters per second left. So all that part chomping did something. That is 50 meters per second to cancel with jetpacks, but that is reasonable, and we did it. We successfully saved. Well, I mean, we were just going to send a rescue mission anyway, but it would probably been faster just to send a rescue mission. That is 33 seconds away, so I'm going to let's get Valentina out first. And then where's the thing? Where's the thing that I need to brake against? Where's the thing? I can't. I turned it off on the right. Where's the thing? I'm using up all my time. I can't set it as my target if I don't know where it is. Eve Mothership. Okay. No. We already passed it. Wait, no. We haven't passed. Oh, okay. It's getting closer. It's getting closer. 33, 33, 30, 29, 28, 27. Okay, and then we need to switch back. Okay, we're basically at 0. We can switch to the thing, and then get Bill out, and kill his velocity. And we could have done this much better. By Weird SSTO Thing 1, you served us very poorly, but also very well. Okay. This would have gone a lot smoother if I had, like, remembered to turn the F4, the little square markers back on for, like, the types of ships. Because I was turning them off so I could easier target stuff. But, and easier see where I was in my orbit. But yeah, it didn't quite work out as I had planned. And we overshot a little bit, but that's fine. We're here, and we've done it. We've gotten the... we've gotten Bill Kerman back to the... This is the mothership, right? Okay, it is the mothership. Because it went wrong the last time. Okay. We're going too fast. Yeah. And while he's getting closer, we can get Valentina a little bit closer. Or at least in the right direction. And then we can take Bill and put him in. And put him in the first passenger bay. Nope, I need... I accidentally opened up a menu instead of pressing F. Yes, keyboards. I can totally keyboard. I totally know how to type. I am very smart, well educated. What typewriter person? And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have our three. Well, the 2 crew that were already on orbit are now on the mothership, along with Bill, who was sent to fix the skyscraper thing. So, what else do we need? there was a little ghillie lander we were going to attach to the mothership, to one of these docking ports up here, and the other docking port was going to be the Eve descent vehicle. So those two need to be built and tested. And then we just need to send everything to Eve. We are getting so close to putting boots on Eve. It's going to be so fun. It's going to be so awesome. It's going to be so epic. And given how long the refueling took, and given how surprisingly long the whole docking procedure took, not even docking, just getting the people to the mothership, I think I'm gonna cut this episode here, because like what I did last time was I recorded 4 episodes all at once, but I thought it was gonna be short enough to fit into one. How naive I was. So I'm gonna record more episode cuts than I need just to be safe, and then maybe if they don't go long enough, I'll make shorter episodes. So thank you all for watching. In the next episode, we will hopefully do everything I just listed off, or at least some of it. And Ultimate Steve, out.